Okay, this is the 100 coins of Bob-Omb Battlefield. Unlike in the 64 version, the 100 coins for this world isn't really that bad. The best mission to get the 100 coins is, in my opinion, the 4th mission, Big Bob-Omb's Revenge. And the reason is because there's a ton of brick blocks all over the place. Now, unfortunately, Yoshi cannot break brick blocks even when you ground pound the blocks. So you have to get a Mario cap so you can turn to Mario, because Mario can break those blocks. So occasionally a good strategy for 100 coins is you can use Yoshi to Yoshi's eggs to kill off a bunch of enemies and get coins off of those enemies, because you'll keep getting coins for every enemy that you hit with an egg, which is actually really cool. And then you can use Mario to get for the brick blocks. And what's actually really cool, this one right here has a mushroom, so you can turn big and get even more coins just like that. And with that, that is the 100 coins for Bob-Omb Battlefield. It's definitely a faster 100 coin mission than in the 64 version. So there we go. The star will appear where you got your 100 coin. And in addition to that, if you have 8 stars, you can actually open up a different level of the castle. So back to normal commentary. What's going on there, friends? My name is M238 and welcome back to another episode of Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo DS. We're all up last time. We got through Bob-Omb Battlefield, all of it, and now in this part we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next world. But before we move on to our next world, I want to actually open up this door up here. This will actually be a secret course, our first secret course. As you can see, this room it had a huge makeover. There is another hall. It is instead a whole new hallway that will take us to somewhere else, which I will show later on once we're done with everything. Without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to this secret course. You guys might be familiar with this. This is the Princess's Secret Slide. You might remember that there are 2 stars to be gotten here. First star is simply by just getting the star normally, and then the next star is by beating the slide in under 21 seconds, which is, in my opinion, easier in this version than in the 64 version. Now, there is a really hard strat where you can jump all the way down to the bottom of the slide, which it works in this version, but it is really hard to do. It is easy in the 64 version, but really hard in this version, especially with Yoshi. Because Yoshi can't dive to save himself, but it's a lot more precise. But that's the long story short there. So there we go. We got the 2 stars that are to be got here in the secret slide. So we're done with the secret slide now. Now we can move on to our next level, and that is over here. You need 1 star in order to head over here to our next level, and that is Whomp's Fortress. The first mission is chip off Whomp's block. Alright, this is a boss mission right here. Another boss mission. So we're going to be fighting another boss. There's a lot more bosses in this version than in 64. In the 64 version, you remember that there were only 4 bosses. There's definitely a lot more here this time around in this version. Alright, I'll pick this up because why not? So we'll just be Mario for a little while. Okay. Shh, we got prawn plants, and they're enjoying a nice nap. Oh god, oh man. Okay, I did not explain this yet, but this game is on the DS, and because the DS has no analog stick, the movement in this game is extremely awkward. Which is why it looks like I'm doing a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, this game is really not meant to be on the DS. I personally think this game is not meant to be on the DS, but I mean, I don't say, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna say that this is a bad version at all. Like, I do enjoy this version. Okay, so yeah, on against the Whomp King. What? Wait, what? Hello? What is going on? Okay, there we go. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, that's another example of weird movement. Yeah, the physics are completely different in this version as opposed to... Actually, no, hold on. I want to be Yoshi for this. It's easier. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, so I didn't show this path off last time, so I'm gonna show this path. I'm gonna show what this path looks like. It's pretty much this for the most part. Alright, so anyway, you might remember I pulled off a glitch on the 64 version where you can ground pound right through him. That does not work in this version. Don't try it at all. It's not gonna work for you. Alright, this part right here is easier with Yoshi, except I flubbed it up a little bit. Oh no, I have a feeling I'm gonna die now. Dang, that might suck if that happens. But anyway, the reason this part's easier with Yoshi is because Yoshi has a flutter jump, so it makes platforming here really easy, as you can see. So there we go. Oh, don't fall off the tower as soon as you climb it. My goodness, that was scary. Okay. Alright, so with 12 stars, we can take on Bowser for the first time. Yeah, you needed 8 stars in the 64 version. Well, you need 12 stars this time. So it's they certainly didn't make things easy for you. So you have to do a lot more. You have to do a lot more work this time around. All right, now there is technically a way you can get the star without using the cannon, but it requires a really precise triple jump, and I'm not gonna do that at all. So I'm just gonna just do it like this by simply using the cannon. Just aim like that. All right, and you should make it, and you should just make it here no problem, and the star should be well ours. Okay, red coins. The red coin star is actually different this time around, and the reason being is because we have a whole new area here in Whomp's Fortress. Yeah, I bet you guys never saw this before. But basically all there is here is oh man, a lot of prop plants, a lot of crates, a lot more bullet bills, and there's a red coin there. So, later on, there's gonna be a star. That's where that area is located. So keep in mind of that. Okay, here's red coin number 2. Red coin number 3 is over here. Here's 4. 5 is right this way. And then the next 2 red coins are, well, they're got in the same way. They're located in the same location, but there's no Mario cap in this star, unfortunately. And so it requires you to take down a bridge, and yeah, take down a bridge so that you can cross it in order to get to to a bunch of floating islands. But yeah, you have to get to these islands right here. But they're unfortunately, well, they made these islands farther away than before, so you can't sequence break in order to get up here without using the bridge. So that kind of sucks. But so we have to use the owl, unless what you can do is which I probably should have done, was select a different mission so I could use the Mario cap and do the intentional way. But I don't mind showing it that way either. In fact, we have to use the owl again. So here's the owl. The owl it works a little bit differently. He's not really he's actually easier to control in this version, but there's actually a limit as to how long you can fly with him, and he actually appears in more levels that other than Whomp's Fortress in this version. So it makes that pretty. It'll make later levels look pretty easy since the owl will appear in more levels this time around. Okay, so blast away the wall. Most people who are familiar with speedrunning may be familiar with a trick known as cannonless. Unfortunately, cannonless does not work in this version because when you blast away the wall, the star will appear. Well, yeah, so you have to do the star the way that the game wants you to do it. Just like this. Hold on, why did I choose Mission 2 when we're doing Mission 7? That's because Mission 7 does not have a Mario cap, and you need to use Mario in order to do this mission. So I just you could also choose the first mission as well, because that one has a Mario cap. We're just gonna stick with mission 2. So anyway, in order to do this mission, hit this block right here, and here's another new mechanic exclusive to the DS version. We have switch stars. You hit a star switch, and a star will appear, and you have a certain amount of time in order to get to that star before it runs out. And if it runs out, then you have to try again. So there we go. That is Whomp's Fortress done, with the exception of the 100 coins. Let me tell you, the 100 coins is the most pathetic 100 coin mission you'll ever see in your life. That's for a later video. I could just show it off now because it really won't take long. But we're not gonna worry about that at all. All right. So with Whomp's Fortress taken care of, we can go ahead and take on the next. Next world, but before I do that, there is actually, well, if I can get over here, there we go. There's actually another world, well, there's a secret course before we head on to our next world, and this is the secret aquarium. Alright, and this is our first introduction to swimming in this game. Swimming works differently in this version. Normally, like, you have to time your swims in order to swim really fast. But this time, you actually can mash the swimming button. Now, as you can see, Yoshi is pretty slow in the water. He doesn't swim very fast. But later on, we will have more access to better movement in the water. But for right now, this is the best that we can do at the moment. So, I'm pretty surprised that we went through Whomp's Fortress pretty quickly. That we actually have time to do that we actually have time to do the next world. We probably might not have time to finish all of it, but we'll see. But we'll see what we can do. But anyway, this mission's pretty basic. All you have to do is just get all the red coins here in the secret aquarium, and then the star will appear, and there we go. We shall get our well-deserved star. Alright, now we can go ahead and move on to the next world. Now there's another window in this room, but that one contains a 1-up. I actually like the painting in this version because it's actually a bunch of bubbles as opposed to a ship. In the Japanese 64 version, that's what the painting is like. So I guess when they remade this version, they got that Japanese version, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Alright, so this is Jolly Roger Bay. Interesting enough, if you were going to do everything in one go in Jolly Roger Bay as Yoshi, that's not possible, unfortunately. You're gonna see why later. I'll get to those reasons later. Alright, so this mission is different. One, the eel will act. You don't have to swim all. You would normally have to swim past the eel and then swim back to the surface, and then he would disappear. This time, okay, hold on. This time, this time you just have to swim near him and he'll go away. And another difference is that there is only one treasure chest. All you have to do is open that treasure chest, and then the water just drains out. Can the eel come out and play? Okay, this one can be a little bit painful. It can also be a little deadly as well. The eel can hurt a lot if you get hit by it, but we'll see what happens from here. So we just gotta make our way to the eel right now, and unfortunately we can't really get to it very quickly because it's very, very, very slow. But here he is, right here. Alright. Oh! Oh! Dang it! No! Get back here! Get back here! Okay, we got it. Alright. That could have gone a lot worse than that, but thankfully, that didn't happen. Ahoy, mateys! We are now gonna go on a voyage for some sunken treasure now. So let's do it. All right. So yeah. So that eel mission wasn't really any different, except I think I find that one to be easier based on how my performance went in that level. Oh boy, that eel's gonna hit me as soon as he gets me. Oh, he's coming for me. Oh no, he didn't get me. All right, that's good. He didn't get me. That's good. As long as he didn't get me, I'm fine. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness, stalagmites. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, normally those things they used to have really huge hitboxes, but thankfully, not anymore. You can avoid them really easily. Okay. Alright, so the order is the same. Back, left, right, front. The same order. Okay, blast this stone pillar. This one requires a cannon, so we're gonna go ahead and activate the cannon right now. Conveniently enough, there is a conveniently placed Bob-Omb right over here, so we can go ahead and talk to him. Talking to NPCs in this game is, oh man, it's much better in this version. Let me tell you that right now. Okay. So we're gonna go. So now that we got the cannon opened up, we can go ahead and blast our way to the stone pillar. Now you want to aim really high because where you're trying to aim at's pretty far away. It's really hard to see here through this display, but there we go. Alright, you're gonna take some damage. Oh, I guess I didn't take damage, but yeah, there we go. That's a star. Okay, this star can be really painful with Yoshi, but we're just gonna do the best we can and do what we can do as Yoshi. Alright, so the red coin mission's pretty straightforward. There are 4 red coins in the water. So I usually like to get the red coins that are found in the water first because they're the harder ones to get, in my opinion. And I also like to get the 100 coins with the red coins because it's more convenient like that. I used to get the red coins with the treasure cave, but until I realized that, oh well, I have to. Well, either way, you're gonna have to do some backtracking of some sort during the 100 coin mission. So it's just, well, do whatever's more convenient. Which, and in this case, the more convenient one is to do it with red coins. So yeah, let's see. So now that we got all the red coins that are found in the water, We're going to get all the red coins that are the rest of the red coins are really easy. You can hit that switch to oh man, that was close. Oh, okay, good. All right, here we go. There's a box sliding on this ship. You can try to avoid it. Try to avoid it as much as you can. And there we go. All right. So far, so good.